Hello, friends. Um, it dawned on me that I did not answer any questions. So, right as soon as I closed the end, all of a sudden my chat thing just flooded with things, and I feel bad. So, shout out to everybody who watched and who commented. That was amazing. I took pictures because none of it has showed up. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm just gonna quickly answer some questions and then I'll be out of your hair. Real quick. Okay, so shout out to Dustin for watching. Tracy, you had asked, how do I stay inspired? Honestly, being a creative, it's hard to explain. I watched a documentary recently. It's like an itch all the time that needs to be scratched. And like the way my creative mind is working, it works in a few different ways, but especially when it comes to public art. Every time I see buildings, whenever I'm driving through downtown, new places, new spaces, my mind is automatically like mural there, mural here, mural there. It's just always thinking that way. And then I think a subconscious way it works is I see things, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool, whether it be like a color palette or a texture or a symbol or a font. And I just kind of store that away somewhere, and then I just let it rock. It comes out later somehow, some way, shape or form. I wish I could. Let's see if I have any sketches offhand. I don't know. I guess it's really hard to explain. It comes out, and then another way that I work, and there's, some artists might be like it, some maybe all, I don't know. But the way that I work is I'm relatively ADD, and so a lot of times when I'm creating, it's just mind to hand. It's just happening, and it starts one way. So I'll show you this sketch I've been working on forever because I have ADD and I never really finish things. It just takes forever. So it started with this crazy head, right? And it grew and grew, and I had no idea what I was doing, and then it became this, and then that, and then it became this whole drawing I still haven't finished, and I'm almost done with the sketchbook, so I need to finish it. But yeah, I guess staying inspired, it's just the world around me, the way it's operating, and then of course, like I mentioned, my friends, Joey Rathel, Lucas Bogomil, Charles O'Connell, Joshua Marquardt, my wife, Valerie Medina is her name. But they all inspire me through their ways that they work, through their work ethic. Whenever I see my old friend and my mentor, Joshua, I'm always thinking man, I need to be working like that guy. He once told me, actually, every time that I'm sleeping, somebody's getting better than me. So that's the kind of work ethic that inspires me. And then, I see my friends, Joey and Luke, and they're just crazy, also crazy work ethic and just crazy creative and always have been. And same with Charles, so it's people, things, it's kind of all over the map, as far as staying inspired. And then I'll just, scroll. Sorry, I'm looking through my phone to see, if there's, oh, here, Tracy, another question. Is my work ever influenced by current events? Absolutely. Very much so. The public work I do, to me, tries to be more about solutions. So love, that was actually inspired by the shootings. Well, that was Philando Castile, I believe, and then after Castile, it was then Dallas, I think, came shortly after that, and that was very much inspired by that because it's crazy, people getting shot, and so for me, it's about love. I'll echo the rapper Logic. Peace, love, and positivity. And when it comes to working in the public space, I try to breathe that because, I just can't be another negative thing in the world. So I'm always trying to, whatever's going on in the world, I'm trying to take that and how can I spin that and make it, into some positive things. So here's a wall I'm trying to paint, or a mural I'm trying to paint on a wall. Just gotta find said wall, right? But that's all about uplifting people of color, because that matters a lot to me, as I am a person of color, and I work with Black and African American children, trying to cut that achievement gap, and so that's something near and dear to my heart. And so political events, not even just political, just world events in general, are always inspiring my work. In fact, one second. I made that. So there's like one of my prints, as you can see, kind of behind there, and then a skull, and that was just all this virus stuff. That was early on, and it was just all like a lot of news and scariness. And I was watching the news a lot in the beginning of this kind of lockdown thing, and the news is obviously super depressing. So, but that kind of inspired that work. So yeah, to answer your question with a really long, rambly tangent, yes, my work is often inspired by current events, one way, shape, or form. Kimmy, does my family influence my work? Absolutely. Valerie, my wife, I really am inspired by how, to me, she's just like this effortless artist, right? Like, she just sits down and makes this drawing, and it's like she can think about the abstract stuff, and in a way that I can't see, and she sees things inside of them, and it's always cool to be working alongside another creative whose brain operates so differently than my own. It just goes to show you how different creatives can be. And so when I see like the way that she works, I'm inspired to like take a step back and look at my own work from a different lens. Like, so this right here is the first time I've ever drawn into my prints, and that was all inspired, like that style of how to do that, how to think about that in terms of relationship between color, space, and form was all inspired by my wife. And then my kids, Lil Coco and Jax, they are extremely inspiring to me in that I'm forever trying to make them proud. I want them to have a dad that they can be like, yeah, my dad did this and my dad did that. Jackson has come to paint with me a couple murals, and Coco, when she's old enough, will be right alongside me. And, that's extremely important to me. Not because they need to be artists. That'd be amazing if they were, but because I want them to know that it's important to chase their dreams, no matter what those dreams are. They need to work hard and chase them, because for me, at least personally, chasing your dreams is worth more than chasing a dollar. And that's forever how I'll be. That's how I have to be, because that's how I've made it to where I'm at. Not that I'm anywhere, far or anything, but for me personally, and then the obstacles I've overcome in my life and the places I've been, I think chasing my dreams have allowed me to actually reach them, I should say, right? I think it was Samuel L. Jackson, little motivational speech that I had listened to once upon a time. He said, "You can't fly if you never jump." I have all these like little quotes in my mind that float around that help me stay motivated, and I in turn try to motivate my children. And so Val, my wife, she I think had the last question on there, and it said, "Who inspired me to be an artist?" And honestly, there's so many people. My dad actually, once upon a time when we were kids, he drew my brother's name in these cool bubble letters when we were kids, and he always kind of was like this creative soul. So there's a lot of inspiration behind that. But it really it's been all over the map, from family members to, my wife and my kids drive me to continue to be an artist, because I want to make them proud, and I want to encourage them to chase their dreams and do what they love to do. My good friends inspire me to be an artist. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm just a guy who makes, and maybe one day I'll make it to that artist level. Maybe it's because I'm working multiple jobs. I don't really know, but I'm just a guy who likes to make things, paint things, make a mess, and who knows? Maybe one day I'll be that artist, I guess. Emmy, someone asked where my art can be purchased. So I have a website, which I'm going to leave in the comments, but it's ireneomedina.com. I also have an email, which I'll leave in the comments. I don't have any really platform in which I have like a sales type of thing. That's something I probably should look into. But like I said, I hate technology. But all my work, for the most part, besides my broken Spanish show, which is labeled on my website, is for sale. And they could just email me. You can message me on this platform on Facebook. You can message me on Instagram. Email me. Yeah, I said email me. So really anywhere like that. But, that's something I need to develop. And I actually had a conversation with my friend today about website and how I was, reworking mine and how it was such a tedious process. But yeah, I need to build that part into my websites. But if somebody is interested, somebody out there in cyberspace is interested in my work, please contact me on any social media platform, and I'd be happy to link up with you and figure out how we can make that happen. Well, I think let me just scroll through these photos I took and see if I have any other questions. Word. All right. Oh, Wildfire. Yes, it was at Wildfire Coffee. But then I took it all to be part of an event in Appleton, which I guess would be another place you could see my work for sale. I try to pop up with some downtown events going on. Unfortunately, they've been postponed or canceled, but I try to pop up at any type of art event. Whether that be son, Prince. My son has a little endeavor going, which I'm really excited to unveil at the next art event. But yeah, what else is brewing? Well, like I said, the show that I'm building with my wife, but I don't want to show you guys too much work because it's awesome having this little secret. If you want to check out her Instagram, and I'm gonna just get this the for sure thing. 1 second. She would have a ton of or not a ton, but a couple pictures of some of our recent work, which is like currently sitting with chalk on it around the studio laying down. And I don't want to make it a mess or destroy it because that would be the end of me. But it's at mind_2 paper. That would be my wife's Instagram, and she has some pictures of our current collaborations that are going on. Our show is going to be crazy. Valerie's going to kill it. I'm mad excited for it. What else is brewing? On that same note, hopefully going to be trying to do some branding type of projects. What else is brewing? Murals, hopefully, fingers crossed. The pandemic and this whole lockdown threw a whole curveball into summer plans. And to be honest, I was real scared I wasn't going to be able to paint this summer. At least not have any opportunities to paint in the community. Of course, I have my space here at home and stuff, but, hopefully something going, fingers crossed, in West Bend. And maybe we can do some work around here, but other than that, I'll be making some prints. I'm trying to think if I have any other random things, that's again, my ADD brain. I have all these little things going, and I don't have any place to contain them besides up here, so they all just kind of float around. I think that's all I really got, and then just trying to, stay motivated, stay one with myself in this lockdown. The nice weather's helping. I hope you all are doing well. But yeah, I think that answers the questions. Does anybody else have any questions? Does anybody else see any questions? I feel terrible for not answering them in the moment. I think next time I'll have my video right here instead of back behind me, because none of them updated until I closed the video, and then it took me 89 minutes to get back on the computer, which sucks. And I apologize for everything. I apologize for the late start. I apologize for not answering questions. I appreciate you all for tuning in and listening to me ramble on about my artist life. With that being said, I think I got everything that I seen. So take care, everybody. We'll see you next Saturday. I'll make sure to start logging in around 7:10 just to make sure I get up in time. All right, y'all have a good night. Have a good weekend. Peace.